Hello, 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 hello. It's 10:18 and we're getting set up for another live update. Give me just about 30 seconds to play with links, get them posted where they need to be, and we'll get this show on the road. As always, you can see the latest radar on our website at texasstormchasers.com/radar and in our free mobile app. Alright, we should be good to go. I'm David Reimer, the Texas Storm Chasers, fixing my messed up collar now instead of before 1,000 of you were watching. But you know what? Sometimes that happens, and let's be honest, it's usually more than sometimes. It is 10:19 on the 2nd of June, 2021, a Wednesday evening. We're watching a couple areas of thunderstorms during the evening hours now. We've got one over central Texas, bringing heavy rain to portions of Austin, Round Rock, and Georgetown. We've got weakening showers across southeast Texas around Houston. And then we've got severe thunderstorms moving towards Lubbock in West Texas. So let's go ahead. We'll go from west to east. Let me turn this off. We'll switch on the super duper high resolution radar. We'll zoom on into West Texas, and note we've got a severe thunderstorm warning for several counties now in West Texas. It's going to be for portions of Lubbock, Lynn, Cochran, Terry, Hokley, and Yoakum counties in West Texas until 11:15 p.m. At 10:14 p.m., a line of severe storms are located from 3 miles southwest of Witherall to 5 miles northeast of Sundown to 3 miles northeast of Tokyo, moving east at 35 miles per hour. These storms are capable of producing winds of 50 to 60 miles per hour, perhaps some nickel to quarter size hail, and heavy rain that will likely cause flooding. These storms will be moving into Loveland, Sundown, Brownfield shortly. It's already in Sundown now. Y'all are probably getting hail. Loveland in the next 5 minutes. Brownfield probably in the next 25 minutes. So, with these storms moving east at about 25. Loveland, 10:25 p.m. Smere, 10:49. Meadow, 10:50. Ropesville, 10:52. Shallowater at 11 p.m. Wolfforth at 11:03. And the center of the city of Lubbock, downtown Lubbock, at 11:18 p.m. Sooner on the west, a little later on the east. Again, these storms are capable of producing localized damaging straight-line winds up to 60 miles per hour and quarter-size hail. We note these storms are also producing very heavy rainfall that will likely cause street flooding as they arrive at your location. So Loveland, Brownfield up 62 all the way to Lubbock, 114 from Lubbock all the way to Loveland. Expect street flooding over the next 1 hour as these storms move on in. The good news is they are moving at a decent clip, so they won't stick around too long. However, they are producing very heavy rainfall that will still cause flooding. Farther south, we've got a flash flood warning now for the city of Odessa, Gardendale, Goldsmith, as thunderstorms continue to develop further south and generally move off to the east-southeast. I would not be surprised if this thunderstorm north of Gardendale, as it approaches Midland, ends up requiring a flash flood warning for the city of Midland. Again, considering the fact we've had a lot of wet weather over the last few weeks, most of what falls now in the form of rain will not be absorbed into soils, but will run off into the drainage systems. So, expect increased runoff and the potential for street flooding to develop pretty quickly in spots. The storms from Manor to the east side of Austin to Creedmoor are no longer severe. They've weakened below severe limits. They could still be producing some wind gusts of 30 to 45 miles per hour and a quick round of heavy rain. Be watching for some localized street flooding around Austin, Round Rock, Georgetown, up through Temple to Waco. And in southeast Texas, where we had a few severe storms and heavy rain earlier today. We've got a strong storm just north of Katy, meandering around. This one isn't really moving too much. We've got another shower near Tomball, north of Highway 99, up 249. These are producing 1 to 3 inches of rain per hour and aren't moving very much. They are not severe. They are not producing damaging winds, but could produce some street flooding and minor rises on the tributaries. The only severe storm we're dealing with now is the severe storm coming up on Loveland. That'll be moving east on 114 towards the city of Lubbock over the next 50 to 60 minutes. The potential for about quarter-size hail, honestly, mainly concentrated around sundown. Most folks are not going to see hail out of this. Could have some wind gusts of 50 to 60 miles per hour, and again, these are likely to cause flooding as they arrive in your town. So Loveland, Lubbock, Brownfield, Meadow, Ropesville, New Home, New Deal, Abernathy, Anton. Heads up, expect flooding, especially a lot of street flooding when these storms arrive. Morden, Whiteface, north of Plains, Sundown. Loveland, you're already in a flash flood warning through 1 a.m. We'll probably see another flash flood warning issued a bit further east as these rather rowdy storms make their push off to the east. And again, this is generally what we expect for the next several hours. I'm going to go ahead and zoom out statewide. I'm going to turn off everything real quick, and we're going to take a look at the weather model data overnight and see what it is showing. I've got to do that manually, so give me just a second. I don't have a macro set up to quickly switch titles and all that, so here we go. We'll get rid of that flash flood warning label. We'll turn that off. This is going to be the high resolution rapid refresh run from 8 p.m. Now, what I want to do, this is going to be for 10 p.m. I just want to see what it looks like right now. So you can see it's generally got the storms across West Texas depicted now. It's got storms around Austin, maybe a bit stronger than they are, but overall, not too bad. Here's midnight. We've still got storms around Bastrop, east of Austin, moving southeast towards the coastal plain, southeast Texas. Storms across West Texas and the Permian Basin, and we also note some showers and storms in northern Mexico trying to extend into the Edwards Plateau. Fast forward to 3 a.m., storms moving southeast into the western Concho Valley, Permian Basin. We've still got a few showers and storms across south central Texas and the the coastal plains, and a couple of showers and storms across the Edwards Plateau. Fast forward to 6 a.m., looks like we still have storms ongoing south of San Antonio, isolated storms across South Texas. That thunderstorm cluster that is ongoing in West Texas now, still pushing south across the Concho Valley in a weakened state. Fast forward to 9 a.m., new showers and storms across South Texas. And then, like today, as we get into early tomorrow afternoon, we'll likely see renewed scattered showers and thunderstorms in a tropical air mass across portions of southeast Texas, east Texas, central Texas, the hill country, south central Texas. You get the point. And then we'll just fast forward to 2 p.m. You can see we've got plenty of showers and storms already firing up. Some of those could produce gusty winds, but the main threat will be cloud-to-ground lightning, a lot of locally heavy rainfall that could cause flash flooding, maybe some small hail as well. Again, this is more of a summertime weather setup versus a classic springtime situation. So that is why we're not overly concerned with a higher, more substantial threat of severe weather. Alright, we'll turn on the real-time radar again. Let me press some of the buttons here. We'll turn off the model data. And we'll go ahead and keep it on statewide view. I'll put some satellite data on it because I pay for it, so we might as well get to use it. It looks cool. Again, we'll just look over the last 3 hours. Satellite data will load. You can see storms across central Texas moving southeast-southeast. You've got activity around Houston that's generally weakened. Thunderstorms in northern Mexico. And then we've got a relatively broad area of showers and thunderstorms across West Texas south into the Permian Basin, moving east-southeast. The storms around Lubbock are severe, capable of producing some damaging winds, maybe small hail in addition to flash flooding. Potential for localized flooding around central Texas into the Brazos Valley with any storm this evening, and to tonight across South Texas and the Edwards Plateau. And we'll also be watching for localized flash flooding, including street flooding in places like Midland, Odessa, and Lubbock over the next 2 to 3 hours. So, as always, you can keep an eye on the storms with the interactive weather radar on our website at texasstormchasers.com/radar and in our free mobile app. We'll be around to keep an eye on things, posting updates on our digital media channels. And we'll probably be back live again in about an hour. less if necessary, sooner if necessary, since I've forgotten how to use words tonight. So I'm David Reimer at the Texas Storm Chasers. Thanks for tuning in this evening. We'll keep an eye on things and be back if necessary. Be sure to hit that subscribe button on our YouTube channel, get notified when we're live streaming video. We'll see y'all again here within an hour, sooner if necessary.